Welcome to the Czech Republic for round 8 of the FIA European Rally Championship of 2013, the Barum Czech Rally Zlin. Barum is another very challenging tarmac rally, a classic of the European Rally Championship, run for the 43rd time. I'm Jake Sanson taking you through the action. The service park here is located at Otrokovice near the city of Zlin. Here's the standings so far. Jan Kopečky, 185 points from Craig Breen and Brian Bouffier, neither of whom are able to attend here this weekend. Delacour and Kettemar rounding out the top 5 from Freddy Leutsch, Aigner, Monzon, Mora and Sarzin rounding out the top 10. So let's catch up with the championship leader, Jan Kopečky.
From the service park in Otrokovice with Jan Kopečky. Jan, what is special about the Barum Rally?
I have to say everything is special in this rally. You can see that the atmosphere is really great. You can find so many spectators, and of course you will find very difficult stages in the forest with high speed, huge bumps, and I have to say everywhere with tricky weather condition.
A lot of pressure on you here?
No. I like this rally so much because a lot of people gives me so much motivation. So I have all the time, the smile on my face.
Zlin might have never prospered had it not been for the legendary Thomas Bata, who founded a shoe factory here in 1984 and watched the town flourish into a university city. And of course, the Barum Czech Rally Zlín is Skoda's home event, so all eyes on them this weekend. The points leader of the European Rally Championship is the man to watch this weekend. At home, Jan Kopečky seems unbeatable, and on top of that, one of his main rivals is missing.
Okay, but still you can find, I think, 4 or 5 names in the starting list who can win this event. My teammates, they both will be very quick. Yeah.
A young driver is set to rise in Zlin. Esa-Pekka Lappi is 22 years old from Finland.
I know how to drive on tarmac, but I don't know how to drive this big car on tarmac, so it's new for me, but that's why we are here.
Sepp Weigand joins the Works Skoda Motorsport team for Zlin. This season he's competing in WRC2 with Skoda Germany, winning his class in Monte Carlo. Being a member of the Skoda factory team, will he be feeling the pressure?
My teammates are really fast, but I'm not in this championship, so I have nothing to lose. So I can try something with the setup, with the driving style. So yeah, I can play a bit with everything. So I'm really looking forward, and it's a good experience.
The all-new homologated Ford Fiesta R5 makes its competitive debut in ERC with 2 Czech drivers, Tomáš Koska and Pavel Valausek. R5 is a new FIA category in order to cut the costs, but still keeping a good level of performance with a 1.6-litre turbo engine.
Pravá 1 do 30, levé 6, 40, pravá 4, dlouhá vtap, brzda 50.
Very good confidence, but I mean say okay, it's difficult events because it's different like others. So, and but for me it's nice and it's good if it's condition like this. So I'm liking this.
Roman Kresta will certainly have the experience. He's won here 3 times. But another experienced driver, Václav Pesch, winner here in 2003, could bring the Mini to the podium. With a good performance, he could also clinch the Czech Rally title. Hundreds of fans were in Zlín on Friday afternoon to meet the drivers. This ceremony was a big success, and the open atmosphere showed to all the drivers how much the Czechs love their rallying. The city stayed awake till late as the Barum Czech Rally Zlín once again began with a stage through the streets of the host city. It was the occasion to continue to party with the sound of rally cars, which made a crazy show in front of thousands of people packed into the city. The superspecial stage consisting of 3 laps of downtown Zlín. So let's crack on. Pavel Valausek is the first up. First time with the new car without testing, and a good start with the 4th fastest time in the R5. And he was happy with his choice of tyre as well. For Tomáš Koska, problems with his in-car display. Meant he was only 3rd fastest on the stage. He likes to drive the car on flat roads, but he's struggling a lot when the streets are bumpy. The only man in a Mini, Václav Pesch, did the first round of the ERC this year, the Jana Rally, and finished 4th. His goal this weekend is the podium, and he could clinch the Czech title this weekend, don't forget. But the home favourite is, of course, Jan Kopečky, winner of 4 European Rally Championship rounds this season. He wants to increase his lead in the championship, and in 7 minutes 6 to complete the 9.36 kilometre course, he leads the rally with a gap of 3.2 seconds at this stage. After the nighttime party, it's off to stage 2, Biskupich. 8.81 kilometers and kicking off at 23 minutes past 9 local time. Here you can see how the route of the day's stages will play out. And Jan Kopecky getting ready for the start of the 8 stages, wishing his co-driver Pavel Dressler good luck. Jan Kopecky may have a healthy lead in the championship, and he may be the 2-times winner of this rally, but he wants to commit early on. His time on the stage, 4 minutes 54.5, fastest time again, strengthening his lead. Still very little experience with the Fiesta R5. Thomas Koska was struggling with a little bit of understeer, maybe needing to work on the settings. 3.6 behind Kopecky on the stage, third in the overall standings, 12.8 behind the leader. And what about the first timer in Barum? Esa-Pekka Lappi, the Finn, lying second in the Asia Pacific Championship this year. It's only his second year in a four-wheel drive car. Once upon a time, he dreamt of a career in Formula 1, but had to change his ambitions due to a lack of money. And now he's third fastest on the stage here, fourth overall, and 15 seconds behind his teammate, Jan Kopecky. On to stage 3 at Tarmac. The big action comes from Toshi Arai. The Super Impreza man is in trouble. He slows down and then comes to a stop on the stage, but he is able to continue. The problem? A fuel pressure regulator, losing him nearly 3 minutes. So while Toshi Arai is not done yet, Jan Kopecky is happy with the notes up front despite a small mistake, missing the braking point in the chicane, as you can see here. That only cost him a couple of seconds. His time on the stage, 12 minutes 12.7. Fastest again. His teammate Esa-Pekka Lappi was having a bit more fun out there. Probably not for the right reasons, throwing his Skoda into a small spin. He probably misunderstood the note for the sharp right corner after the fast left. No damage done, but it cost him 8.7 seconds, dropping him overall from 4th to 5th, now 23 seconds behind Kopecky. The Czech star Pavel Valausek in the Ford Fiesta R5 still learning about the car and how to set it up. The car's behaving nervous on some of the bumps, and that can be bad for confidence. Overall, in this stage, he lost 17 seconds, dropping him to 8th overall in the standings. Okay, so let's compare a driver who knows his car inside out, Jan Kopecky in the Skoda, with a driver who has very little mileage with his car, Valausek in the Fiesta R5. On this section of the stage, Valausek is keeping up quite well with Kopecky, considering, so there's plenty of potential yet in the R5. The German Sepp Weigand was very impressed by the high-speed nature of the stage, saying afterwards that it was maybe the fastest stage of his life. But he felt that the car was a little bit too soft in places, and it dropped him from 6th to 7th overall. So while Weigand tries to keep up with his teammates, Václav Pech is on the limit with the Mini. Stating afterwards he couldn't go any faster. Second overall, 15.1 seconds behind Kopecky. Perfectly placed to take the Czech title. And Roman Kresta is starting to push more and more, climbing from 5th to 3rd, only 3.7 behind Pech. This is Kresta's easy streak. But it wasn't all home and dry for the competitors. Andras Hardik, the Hungarian in the Super Impreza, second in the Production Cup in Ypres, but things do not go well for him at the left-hander. Straight on and crashing high speed against the tree through the right flick. The crew is okay, fortunately, but the car definitely not. Hardik is out. Moving on to stage 4 at Simetin. It's the first run on Simetin, a very bumpy stage, and no surprises, Jan Kopecky is fastest again. He's now won the first 4 stages of the rally with an advantage of 18.8 over Pech. So here's the standings at this point. Kopecky leading with Pech 18.8 seconds adrift, with Kresta in 3rd place. Making it an All-Czech top 4, Tarmac is there in 4th place ahead of Lappi. Koska is there in 6th. Weigand, Valausek, Jelinek and Tuslak are rounding out the top 10. Back to the service park in Otrokovice for a 40-minute regroup after a 30-minute service. And Jan Kopecky has won all the stages so far, much to the joy of the fans.
It's a really nice feeling if you can drive really fast through these stages. And I have to say the car is working well, the notes are fine, so we try to enjoy everything.
And what about his Finnish teammate Lappi? How's he feeling about the Barum stages?
Long stage, the end it's absolutely crazy. So narrow, so fast, and very bumpy. So, it was very crazy.
Bumpy is not at all what Thomas Koska wants at the wheel of his Fiesta R5.
We are struggling a lot in the really bumpy stages like Pindula, Simetin and Troják. There the car is undrivable and I have to take really a lot of care and be really slow to keep it on the road.
More action to come from the Barum Czech Rally Zlín, so stay with us.